Hi, this is Debbie Martin with NOCE Creative Arts, week 13. And we are doing snowflakes. So I know you're thinking, Debbie, it's November. It's actually November 9th today. So why are we doing snowflakes? Well, first of all, you can never be too early to get ready for Christmas. And it snowed this last weekend up in the mountains. And when you get ready for Christmas, you have to do things ahead of time so that during the Christmas time, the month of December, you're not busy working, like working away. And you have time to enjoy the season. So I think if you can, do things ahead of time so that then during December, you can sit back and enjoy things. So we are doing snowflakes. Don't look at the turkeys on my table. Don't look at the candy corn and the pumpkins that you see back there. Look at the snowflakes that I have. We got big snowflakes, big snowflakes. You know what's funny is that I bought this at Michael's the other day. And look, if you count, how many little points does it have? This has 8. Someone doesn't know their snowflakes. Because how many points do snowflakes have? They have 6. So I don't know who made this one, but they don't know how to count, or they don't know snowflakes. So let's put that one down. It has 6 points. Snowflakes have 6 points. And snowflakes come obviously all different kinds. So in getting ready for this today, I looked up about snowflakes. Let me tell you, 11 pages worth. 11 pages worth of snowflakes. So all this, most of this is Greek to me because they're like talking about the distinctive types of snowflakes and how there's, so many different kinds of snowflakes. There's stellar dendrites. There is sectored plates, fern-like stellar dendrites. Good grief. But you know what I thought was interesting? As we all know, there's no 2 snowflakes alike. So that is just crazy. That is just crazy for me to think that way. Just like there's eye. There's no 2 eyes, people's eyes are alike. No fingerprints that are alike. In all the world, in all of, that's just mind-blowing to me. And I'm not sure how you view your theories of creation or evolution or whatever, but I just don't, that is just, and I know that this is a state-run class, so that is just beyond normal being. So to me, this is, when you have something that's so different, that is just mind-blowing. And so that's just, to me, that's just God, but that's just me. So I'm not trying to teach anything, just telling you what I think. So anyway, but when I was looking through all this, all these different kinds of snowflakes, what was interesting to me is, here is a snowflake. This is a simple snowflake. Look at these simple snowflakes. That's a normal snowflake. So, but you know what's funny is, look at this. This is artificial snow. Doesn't that look like a bunch of blobs? And it talks about, it says it's just, the water comes out as fine droplets and the air cools it as it compresses, causing droplets to freeze. So they're not crystals freezing, it's droplets freezing. That's artificial snow that they make up in California mountains because it doesn't snow here. Not that much. So, so I thought that was very interesting. Look at that again, how yucky that looks. All those droplets frozen. Okay, so we've established that snowflakes are all different, and they have 6, not 8, pieces to them. So there's all these kinds of snowflakes that are out there. They're the 2 kinds that I showed you before, those big gigantic ones. Then I saw this pretty one at Michael's the other day. So of course I had to buy it for you guys. See, with the sequins on it? So it looks like they've taken wire about the thickness of hanger wire. And then they've molded the wire to each other. They've twisted it or soldered it or something. And then what it looks like, if you could see it very closely, they've taken threads of sequins, like sequins that are threaded on a white thread, and they've wound them around each piece. I'm going to show this up close and see if you can see it. Do you see how they've wound it around? So I thought that was interesting. I should go back and buy some more, but I think they're a little expensive, like $10 for one. That's why I only bought one. So, okay, so there, I thought that was pretty. And then I got into one box of my Christmas stuff. Oops, something fell. That I saw snowflakes. And so this is something I bought last year in Idaho. It's just a sawed-off piece of 2x4, and then they've brushed it with white paint, and then whoever did this took a cutout snowflake, and that's cut out of metal because you can see it rusting, and then they just screwed it onto this block of wood for you just to stand up and look cute. So I was thinking, okay, not many people have the ability to have this cutout metal. That's pretty hard to find, and I don't know if it's how much that would be. So you know what? You can find crocheted snowflakes like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know that Walmart has those. They might when the Christmas stuff comes out. But I thought it'd be pretty to, or you ladies that are good at this, making crocheted snowflakes. I do have some crocheted snowflakes. I couldn't find them without getting all of my Christmas stuff out, and I will be decorating for Christmas early, but not today. So, but I thought if you had a white snowflake, you couldn't put it on a white background, but you could put it on like a turquoise or a light blue, or even like a dusty blue, like a dark blue background, and then put your white snowflake on it. So that would be sort of cute. Because I know nowadays not everybody just decorates with red and green. You decorate with blue, with turquoise, I mean pink. They use everything. So anyway, but I thought this is a cute thing. From Boise, Idaho, when I was visiting our youngest daughter and her family. Okay, and then, but today, oh, I forgot to put this up, just in case, okay? Just in case anybody forgot what this whole video thing is for, and the distance learning that we're doing. And so also snowflakes I have in cookie cutters. So last year I made some snowflake cookies, and then I left them just a regular you know, ivory looking cookie, and then I piped white icing on that sort of tan ivory looking cookie so you could see the white sort of snowflake kind of things. So, and then put some sprinkly sugar on top of that. So that's what I did last year. And let's see. So let's put those away. But we are going to make snowflakes today. And I know we've done all this in class, but usually I'm there to do it. And you guys probably go, well, we did this last year, but then everybody forgets what we did last year. So that's why I'm here doing it again. And to show you. So we're gonna make these big gigantic snowflakes where this is one piece of 6. Remember those big things that we made? And then we're going to be making our pipe cleaner snowflakes. I say pipe cleaners. Some places call them fuzzy sticks. I guess they want to be, don't want you to talk about smoking pipes, but I don't know. Okay, and then we're gonna be making paper snowflakes. So we'll start with pipe cleaner. That's what we all know. Or fuzzy sticks. Depends on where you get them. I got these at Michael's, and they still are called chenille pipe cleaners. So I guess it depends on where you get them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 3 to start with. I think we're gonna end up using about 8, but depends on how much detail you want to them. So 3, and we get them to the same length at the end, and then you find the middle, and you bring it up, and then you give it a good twist. Like once or twice. That was more than once and twice, but there you go, okay? Then we're going to fan it out like spokes on a wheel. Okay, so like that. So I guess you could leave it like that if you wanted to be sort of a naked pipe cleaner snowflake, but we like something to it. So then I take 3 more, so that's 6 altogether so far. And then fold it in half, and I cut it. And you just cut it with craft scissors. And then what I do is each one of these halves, I come down about halfway, and I just give it a little twist around. Okay? So you can see how that's working. So let me do this one over here. Hi. Okay, I'm back. Apparently my do not disturb switch allowed someone to call. So that meant the video turned off. That means we have to start again. So here we are. We're doing snowflakes. Okay, so this is what we did. We did 3 pipe cleaners. Oh, this is my doggy making noise. Okay, so we did 3 pipe cleaners. We folded them up in the center. We twisted them, and then we put them out like spokes on a wheel. Then we took 3 more pipe cleaners, and we cut those in half. And so now we're taking and going about halfway down, and then wrapping around and bringing it up in a V. I remember somebody in the class, they did a really cute, instead of making them straight like this, they did them curly Q. So I forgot who it was. If you are in the Park Vista class, I think it was Olga. Olga is always very creative. Not that Kelly's not. Kelly is creative too. I don't want to get anybody upset at me. Kelly is our person that we always give the printing to because she is very good at her printing. Okay, so I think this is cute right here, just like this. So, but I'm gonna go a little bit further. And so for the next one, I'm going to get 2 pipe cleaners. So that adds up to 8. And put them in half and cut it. And then take 3 of them and put that in half and cut that. So now we have 6 quarter pieces, okay? 6, about like 3-inch pieces. And then I'm gonna put this up towards the top, wrap it around, and bring it up. So I don't know if you guys are starting to watch the Christmas movies. Hallmark is having them. Other Netflix is having them. Lifetime, I think, is the channel they're having them. So I watched all the fall movies, but now I am totally into Christmas movies. I think I'm going to be decorating next week for Christmas. I know if you are in the Park Vista class, Olga starts decorating for Christmas like September, but no, not really. I think she waits until the day after Halloween. So I miss talking to you guys about all your things that are going on. So, okay, so here we have this one. I think this is cute right here, but I'm gonna add something down here. So this is 8 pipe cleaners, okay? 8. But I'm gonna add something different. I'm going to try and just do 3 halves, and let's see what we can do. Just experimenting if we go and just wrap it around the base so you have something sort of sticking out of here, like from the center. So let's just do that and see. You know, if we don't like it, then we just take it off. It's no big deal. So, but you can, like I just showed you, you can do it definitely with 6 pipe cleaners, with 8 if you want this little extra one. And then this is another 2 pipe cleaners. So that would be 10. Let's see, where's that little half? There it is. Okay. So I just round it around each center and have it coming through the center of that. Okay? There, that looks sort of cute. I think that gives it a little bit, but look at this one, looks a little long. So you know what, if something's a little long, just give it a haircut. Okay? Ooh, that one looks a little long. Now this one looks a little long. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop cutting. There we go. Okay, so there's our snowflake, number 1 that we're making. And actually, I think this one looks a whole lot better than this one. This is the one with 8 pipe cleaners. This is the one with 10. I think I like this. This little extra down there. It gives sort of something down in the center, not just so bare and naked. Yeah, sort of hides all this mess. Hides all this mess right here. See that mess? All this hides it. So, okay, so there's our first ones. Getting ready for Christmas. Okay, and then our second one. Oh, wait, forgot. Let me go back to this one. Let me go back. I forgot. I was going to spray some adhesive and put some sparkle on it. Okay? So in class, we normally wouldn't do adhesive spray because of the fumes. If we do it outside. And I'm not a real fan of adhesive spray, but my husband says this is high strength. High strength. So we'll see. We'll see if it really is. Okay. And so I got my glitter going on here. Just in iridescent glitter. So see it's sparkly. So I don't have a flame going on, and I'm hoping that this is not going to spray on my turkeys and everything. Oh my goodness. That stuff is very strong. Okay, if I have any brain cells left. Okay, I'm hoping that the smell is gonna go away because this is pretty potent. You see, yeah, it's still sticky. My husband does a lot of stuff in commercial buildings with veneer, so he would know if something is good or not. He didn't tell me that it stinks. Seriously, it takes my breath away. Phew! Do not do this in a closed area. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can see. You can sort of see the sparkles in it. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do the other side because this is so potent, it's already choking me. So don't do that. If you want to do this, you know what I do? I just get a foam brush and I would just put it in Elmer's glue and then I would just wipe it on and then sprinkle over it. This is way too stinky. Okay, phew, get that away from me. All right, I hope Murphy doesn't go over there. You stay away from there, okay? All right. Okay, I need a drink. Hold on, Murphy, no. No, don't do that. Hold on, let me put her away from here. Excuse me, I'm moving a chair to block her from getting there. Because even though she's a year and a half, see, she's a big year and a half, she's a big puppy, but she's still a puppy. And she's sneezing. She's sneezing too. Yeah, she went outside. That's the smart thing to do because it stinks. I think I've lost some brain cells over that one. Okay, all right. Now, we'll do a small snowflake. We'll end up with the big mama, okay? I'm gonna do a regular snowflake. So what you're gonna do is take a piece of copy paper, and I'm doing white, but you could do any color you want. You could do it out of cardstock, but it's too hard. Just do it out of regular paperweight paper. So I fold it over to meet the edge, and I crease it. Okay, well then you have this thing hanging down here. So you're going to cut that off. Throw that away. I lost there it is, my trash bag. Okay, and then we're going to, it'd be easy if we wanted 8 because we would just fold it in half and fold it in half and then you'd have 8. But we don't want 8, we want 6. So you sort of fold it and you sort of see if you've got it to thirds. You sort of have to maneuver and find out what a third is. So you want to fold it over to where the inside fold is on this fold over, but yet that folded edge is at that same folded edge, okay? So that these are both even. All right, and I know that this whole thing is not even. Don't look at that whole thing, okay? So then we're gonna cut that off. So this is this little piece of paper, that is the length of your snowflake, all right? So what I do is I sort of cut everything to that front little piece. All right, so then I sort of know what I have to work with. Throw this away. Okay. And if you want to fold it again, just so everything is even, I fold it again and see I have this a little bit off. So I'm going to trim that so it's the same. Murphy, that's all stinky. Go away. Go away, sweetness. Okay, so now I have this all even. All right, but while I have it folded, I'm going to just cut some shapes. Doesn't have to be anything special. I'm going to cut half of a heart because I like it when there's hearts. I guess you could save these if you wanted to, but I just throw them away. Okay, so that's going to be the inside. And the main key to this is that you don't cut all of these folded edges away. You've got to leave some, like a paper doll, you've got to leave some connected so that everything holds together, all right? So sometimes if you want to take a pencil or pen and mark something, you can mark it and then you can sort of decide what you're going to do. There is a gal who came and helped a couple years ago, and she made the most beautiful snowflakes I have ever seen out of paper. And in fact, I asked her if she would make me some, and I have them in a folder in my Christmas stuff. And so they are the most intricate ones. And I realized what she did is she didn't just leave it like this. I mean, you could just leave it like this. This is fine. See, you just leave it like that. That's fine. What she did is she did a lot of cutting out. So the more you cut out, the more intricate your snowflake will be. Okay? So I'm going to cut some things out, but I'm going to make sure that I leave some fold places so that there's plenty of places for the little things to hold hands, like a paper doll. Okay. Now I want mine to sort of look alike, so I'm going to fold that in half and sort of repeat that same kind of pattern on the other side. Okay, and then, so now I have that. Excuse me when my nose itches. And then I'm going to, just for fun, go down like this. And you can, like I said, you can draw this out and make whatever you want. But just remember, the more you cut out, the more intricate it's going to be. And lacy it's going to be. Okay, so let's see. We just need to keep the folds on the sides. We can cut away the top, whatever you want to do. So, but the folds on the side, I've got 1, 2, 3 connections on each side. Okay, so we're going to, let's see. We'll do that. I should turn this on to Christmas music, shouldn't I? I heard that Coast has Christmas music on already. You know what? This year, we need all the Christmas we can get. That's all I gotta say. We need all the Christmas we can get, because if Christmas makes you happy, do it. That's what I say. Okay. This is a little bit taller than the other one, and I want them to be the same. So I'm gonna cut this a little bit different. Hold on. Okay. One thing I learned about snow when we lived in Denver, when we were first married, is, because I had never lived in snow. You guys probably all lived in snow, because a lot of you are from back east. So, and then you moved out to California where it does not snow. Southern California. That's you're up in the mountains. But what I learned in Denver is that you don't hear snow. You hear rain, but you don't hear snow. And actually, you know what? When I love the look of snow when it, you know, new fallen snow, but I sort of missed the sound of rain because that's what I grew up with in California. So, but I thought that was funny that I actually missed snow. I mean, I missed the sound of rain. But the sound that snow has is when you hear someone walking on it or a car driving on it. That's the sound that you hear. So I remember, you know, like waking up and not hearing anything, but I'd hear a car go down the street. And I go, oh, it snowed, because you can hear the crunching of the tires. So, okay, so here's our snowflake. And then if I had my iron right here, I would iron it. So see, now, isn't that pretty? And that's just one piece of paper. So I like this one too. I like it when they sort of have points, because most snowflakes of those trillion ones that I showed you, they have points, 6 points. So there's our snowflakes, okay? So now we're going to do the Big Mama. And I say big one because this one we use 6 full-size sheets of copy paper. So 8.5 by 11. And you can do it with smaller half sheets and then just make a smaller one. And then also I have seen, so keep in mind, I have seen at boutiques and stuff where people take and do this out of double-sided printed paper, and like one side may be red with white polka dots and the other side white with red polka dots. And so then when you have it, you see both sides. So it, you know, like wrapping paper or something that you can see both sides. You know, it's pretty. So I just want to let you know, you can do smaller ones for gift tags or something, but this is the big one, okay? So, all right, so we're going to take 6 of these, and this takes, I would say, a little time, but I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. And actually, you know what I should have done is cut several pieces at the same time. So we'll do that here. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've already done 2, so I'm taking 4 because that makes 6, obviously. And we're going to bring just like we did with the snowflake, we're going to bring the corner up here and cut it off. Cut that extra tab off. Now, if you are very crafty and resourceful, you can use these for bookmarks and do whatever you want to do with them. So I throw them away. All right, and so then, you know what? I think if you did all 4 of these, it might be, or 5 of these, because we already have our 6th one. So it's hard to cut. So maybe do them, so you're not having to do this so many times, do it in groups of 3, if it's not too hard for you. So you want to think of this part here as a spine, okay? And you're going to want to, I'll draw the first one. You're going to want to cut at an angle and leave a space, like a finger space, and I say for the spine, okay? So we come from this side and come from this side, and then we want to cut about 3 at least 3 slices out of this, and then at least 3 or 4. So I'm going to say 4. Okay, so it sort of looks like that. Can you see that? That's what we're going to do, leaving this center open. All right, so I've got 3 pieces of paper at a time. And again, I tend to cut them straight, but I think someone started cutting them a little like a windy road. And if you don't cut straight, it's okay. You know what? When you've got all these things together, nobody's going to notice. Believe me. They're just going to see how amazing and cute this whole thing is. So you can see that I'm cutting through the folded edges to my spine. So you can see how that is cut there, and then you've got this spine going right here. Okay? So now I've got to cut these other ones, and I'm going to try and just eyeball it. So we'll see how well I do here. You know what? So I had 4 cuts, so I want to just do 4 cuts on each side, leaving a space for what I call the spine. Okay. All right, so now we're going to open it up, open each one up, okay? And now we're going to take it so that that spine is up and down. So the spine is pointing towards your abdomen. All right, and so now for the first one, I use Scotch tape. And take a little bit of Scotch tape, I put it on my finger, and I take that center, those 2 center little points, and I bring them together, and I would always say to you guys, excuse me, my nose is still itchy, roll it like a cannoli. Then you flip it over, so this is the upside, okay, where you can see the things overlapping. Then you roll it like cannoli, then you flip it over, and you take the other one, and you pull it together like a cannoli. And then what I do, you can still do Scotch tape, totally fine. But what I do is I take stapler. And again, I don't think people see this, but maybe I'm just blind. But when you've got all these things together, you know, it just looks beautiful. You don't see it, but just remember, every time you roll it like a cannoli, then you've got to staple it and then flip it, okay, until it's all done. So let's do that. I'm going to try and go in hyper mode here because you guys are going, Debbie, I am tired of looking at you. There we go. Okay, another snow story. I don't have that many because I did live in Oregon and Indiana for just a few months. Well, Oregon 1 year and Indiana for like 3 months. But Oregon it snowed. In Indiana we left before it snowed. And so while I was here, just a couple years ago, we went to Oak Glen with my friends. And so when we were driving up there, Oak Glen is about, I don't know what, 4,000 feet high or something like that. And so we were looking at the forecast because it was December, and we're going to this place called Riley's Farms. If you have not been to Riley's Farms in Oak Glen for their Christmas colonies, Christmas in the colonies, honestly, you have to go. It is unbelievable. It is so magical. It's in their tavern, and they have like a 1700 dinner, and everybody's dressed like in the Revolutionary War days, like in the 1700s, and they talk like that, and your food They serve your food like they would in a regular tavern in the colonies. And, you know, it's interesting how back then they cut their carrots differently. We cut them like this, like round circles, and they cut them long. And it's just, you know, they've gone to great lengths there to do this like it would be back in the 1700s. So, how does that relate with snow? Well, that doesn't, but I want to tell you, we went there for dinner. And, okay, I have 4, so now I need 2 more. Here's our 2. Okay, so we went there for dinner, and my girlfriends and I, and so we were watching the forecast, because I told you it was 4,000 feet up, and so it was raining, and we're all going, oh, good, 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 it's raining. Raining, raining, raining. And so then we're sitting there, and we could hear the rain, so everybody's like, good, yay, it's raining, because this was nighttime. And what we didn't want it to do was get out of that at 10 o'clock at night, and because it started at 7, it's like a dinner show. And you're there for about 2.5 hours. And so me being the driver, I was the one concerned with having to drive in ice, frozen roads on the way home, because you're up this windy little street and you're going up, so we would be going down on a windy street. That's not what I wanted to do. So we're sitting there, we're eating dinner, and my girlfriends are all going, oh good, the rain has stopped. It's not raining anymore. Yay! I looked at my one girlfriend who knows better. And I said, Linda, I don't hear the rain. And I said, you don't hear snow. And she goes, no, you don't. And guess what? Yep. It had stopped raining and started snowing. And so what did Debbie have to do? Debbie had to drive down without chains or anything, this windy road. Luckily, it wasn't too far up. It was just a mile or 2 down this windy road. But believe me, anything at nighttime when it's cold and slippery, and I've been in a situation where you're trying to make a curve and your car just starts going backwards, and you have no control. You have no control. So I've driven in the mountains when it's like that, and I don't want to do that again. So we just prayed a lot. And as you see, here I am. We're good. Okay, so now we've got 6 of these things. So now you're going to take 3 of them. Now I want you to look and see how it's, if you want to think back to geometry, concave and convex, okay? So see how it's concave, it goes in like a cave. So you want to put 3 of them together so that the concave or the convex basically going the same way, and then you want to staple it. Okay? And then you want to staple what I used to call the elbows. So see these 2, I call these elbows. These 2 elbows, those come together and you staple that. Now, like I said, we have done this in class all with tape. That's a lot of little tape pieces, believe me. So, okay, so here's half. So let's do our other half. You get a drink. When I talk all this much, my throat gets dry. Okay, so I just do concave because it's easier to slide them in. And I've also seen these where they took like red, they did 3 red and 3 green, and then they put them together so that it was red, green, you know, or you could do, you know, like blue, white, if you celebrated Hanukkah and you did more of a blue kind of theme. So I did my little point all together, and now I'm doing my elbows, these elbows to elbows. in these elbows to elbows. Now, look what we have. We have 2 halves. So we're going to overlap those center points. See those center points? We're going to overlap those. All right. Oh, I'm stuck on the fall decorations here. Okay, so that is stapled. So now you go, oh, well, Debbie, that's not even good. It just flops over. We've got to get these 2 half elbows together. Okay, here we go. Last staple. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I just love these. I just think these are so pretty. I would say these are probably 20 inches. Well, yeah, I'd say at least 20 inches long. So these are beautiful hanging in your windows. If you're at the park, not Park Vista, the pavilion class, we hung those in the windows of your dining room every year. We hung these because then you could see out and you could see through them and see the weather and the sky and stuff, but then you could also celebrate. So this is what we did. Okay, so we did giant snowflakes, the Big Mama. We did paper snowflakes. I have a piece of paper. We did these snowflakes. Let me see if this other stinky thing has dried. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so good. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That glue is so good that it wasn't letting me pick this up. What a mess. It wasn't letting me pick this up. It had glued itself to the paper bag. That is crazy. Now I've got glitter all over my floor. Good thing for vacuums. Okay, so here we go. Snowflake Day. We're getting ready for Christmas. All right, next week on week 14, we're gonna do snowmen to sort of stay in the snow theme. Okay, all right. This is Debbie Martin, and with NOCE and all my snowflakes. Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay well. Bye.